I told y'all we got to start spreading out. Now, I don't know the validity of this, but I told y'all we got to start spreading out to the world because they're pushing my show not only to the Americas now. We global, guys. We are global. We're global. So we have one of our first international stories, Coley Blues with the news, people. Now, I don't know the validity of this, and I'm going to tread lightly because, like I said, we are not afforded the same rights and experiences that we have in America in the rest of these countries. So you have to be careful what you say because they'll turn around and crucify you and, make you disappear. So we have this woman, I don't know who she is, and shout out to Kenyan Baddies Club. So I guess this is Kenya. We have a woman named Niffer has been charged with treason and sentenced to be hanged to death after doing the Nywinywi I can't pronounce it, but the Nywinywi challenge, ninja. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Shout out to ladies, gentlemen, you as well. You guys have it good in America. You just don't know. Let's hear what's going on here. Okay, so this the girl, and I'm assuming this is the dance right here, which is crazy that they're about to sentence this lady to death for dancing. Free use, YouTube. Now, I don't know why this dance is banned or whatever, but we need a clarification on the crime that's being committed because this makes no sense, bro.
What the hell, boy?
This makes no sense, but this is the dance right here. And shout out to everybody out there. Please don't, turn around and say I got to be sentenced to death too, but let's hear about this. Here we go.
Hukumu yake ni adhabu ya kunyongwa hadi kufa. Kwa mujibu wa kanuni ya adhabu. Fungu cha 69.
Wait a minute.
All right, I ain't understand a word he said by this, but I'm trying, guys. Shout out to the black woman out there. Hey, I ain't understand a word he said, but I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to branch out. We gonna branch out. Let's get it. We doing it. What's even more shocking, ladies, that I want y'all to pay attention to is the fact that she wasn't even naked in the video. She wasn't naked in the video. She wasn't half naked in the video. She was fully clothed. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. We're afforded a lot of rights and freedoms in America that we're not afforded in other countries. So tread lightly. Also, when you travel to other countries, tread lightly. Here we go.
Being charged with treason?
All right, so they said she's being charged with treason.
To be hanged to death?
To be hanged to death.
Goja. When did it get that serious?
When did it get that serious? Boy, they talk fast, boy.
But she was just telling people to go and buy masks from her shop.
She was telling people to go buy masks from her shop.
To prevent themselves from tear gas.
To prevent themselves from tear gas.
In the elections.
During the elections. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's crazy out here in these streets when it comes to the rest of the world, okay? I'm telling you. And shout out to PDJT and all the migrant stuff going on. But I always tell y'all, man, and I've said this before and I'll continue to say this, America's not ready for the immigrant criminal, okay? I've said this and I'll continue to say this because the immigrant criminal does not play by the same rules that you play by. I know you ninjas think you're so hard and tough and all this kind of mumble jumble and hoot nanny, but you guys don't play by the same rules. Here we go.
Tanzania, Bana. What is happening? Isn't that an act of humanity? Now she's being called a criminal, treason. If you don't know Niffer, she's an inspiration to most of us ladies who are in the business field.
Okay, so supposedly this lady's an inspiration to people in the business field, the women out there.
Like she has started from the bottom. Now she has built empires. How does it get to this point? Imagine you're hustling so hard, you're creating jobs, paying taxes, and you're inspiring thousands or even millions.
Okay, so she's hustling hard, paying taxes, and inspiring thousands and maybe even possibly millions of women, and they're putting her to death. So, I mean, what does that tell you when it comes to the current state of society in the rest of these countries? Something to think about. No disrespect to the whichever people in Africa. Please don't make me disappear if I ever come visit, because, shout out to the motherland, right? Shout out to the motherland, but here we go.
And now you're a threat. You're a criminal just because of telling people to go and buy a mask from your shop. Yeah, imagine all these days she's been arrested. Will turn to weeks, to months. What will happen to her brand? What will happen to her shops?
Y'all worrying about the brand and shop. That's why I say, God forbid. Like, God forbid, God, please. I beg you right now in front of whoever watches my stream. Please don't ever make these people in life take me to prison for something I did not do, bro. Because I'm not going, okay? I'm not going. I can't go. I'm probably more than likely not going. I refuse to be in prison for something I didn't do. A crime I didn't commit. I pray to God I never get put in that situation.
Cells are going to go down. People will start moving on from her. Please free Niffer. When you...
All right, man. Free Niffer. Shout out to the ladies, man. Shout out to the ladies. Free Niffer. And my bad to the, no disrespect to the country. Please don't condemn me because I said all that kind of stuff. Anyways, last things before we're at the main event, man. Last things. We are about to be there. First things first. I don't know what to call this one, but we have Paris Jackson. Shout out to Paris Jackson, the supposed daughter of Michael Jackson, I believe. Right? In a recent TikTok video, we have Paris Jackson. And shout out to all you paraphernalia users. Y'all pull up to the front of the club, please form a circle. We got Paris Jackson sharing that she has a perforated septum, which is a result of long-term drug use. Paris says she's almost 6 years sober, but does not want to have surgery to get the problem fixed. And I'm here to let you know, if you got the money to get the problem fixed, you better go fix it. And she made this comment right here too. Before I play the video, she said, to the people wondering why I shared this, it's not for you. As a recovering heroin / fentanyl / cocaine / alcohol, etc. addict. What the hell? That's what she said. Oh my That's what she God, said. No way. She said, it's part of my primary purpose to carry the message of recovery to others struggling with it. Not to promote it, but just to carry the message. If this isn't something you can relate to, it's totally understandable why it will be confusing for you, and that's totally okay. It's just a different life experience. I'd be grateful for that. I just know that this is for other people who are either also in recovery or haven't found it yet. Much love. Shout out to Paris. You earned some respect in my book. Paris earned some respect in my book. Here we go.
So I realize I have never actually addressed this, and it can sometimes be very noticeable. I have a really loud whistle. If you go back to videos, you can hear it when I breathe through my nose. And that is because I have what is called a perforated septum, slightly different from a deviated septum, and that is, it's what you think it's from. Don't do drugs, kids. Or, I mean, do. I mean, you know, everyone's going to have the experience they need to have with life. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do, but I don't recommend it because it ruined my life. I don't want to get plastic surgery to fix it because I'm almost 6 years sober, and so you have to take pills when you do a surgery that gnarly, and I don't want to that. But I've been living with this since I was about 20, and it's when you're in the studio, coughing vocals, and I can actually stick a spaghetti noodle and do that.
Here we go.
With it. Also,
I had to check to see if I had one, bro.
I realize I have never actually addressed this, and it can sometimes be very noticeable. I have a really loud whistle.
All right, shout out to Paris for speaking her truth. I respect it. Yeah, man, like I said, you only got so long before your decisions catch up with you. Somebody said this, and I'm going to say this too. You know, you're born looking like your parents. Hey, this is a fire one. You're born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your decisions, Ninja. Bars. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else is popping off. Before we get to the main event, we have two more things, man. I'm in here for the late night with it. Two more things. We have, first things first, we have this lady right here. And shout out to the Breakfast Club, Deb Antony. We have Deb Antony, Gucci Mane's former manager, sharing her thoughts on his recent appearance on the Breakfast Club with his wife, Keisha Kaur. According to Deb, Gucci didn't seem like himself, which begs the question, is Gucci a clone? Yes, Gucci Mane. Guwap. Is Guwap a clone? At the same time, I'm going to ask y'all this question too. Of all the people they can clone, right? Like, let's say they have cloning technology, right? We know they have cloning technology, okay? Let's say it like that. Okay? Now, of all the people they can clone, somebody tell me why they would clone Gucci. I've had people say a couple of things to me, but why would they clone Gucci? You know, I had people say, oh, you know, it was a test. You know, they're like, oh, it was a test to see if it worked. And that's why they used him, because if he died, no one would care. All kind of shit, man. Here we go.
See the Breakfast Club interview with like Gucci and Keisha?
Unfortunately, yes. It just did not seem like him. In a million years, you wouldn't get to make me believe that either he wasn't drugged up or something wasn't going on with him there. I don't feel like she should have came out naturally saying the stuff that she said about her husband. That like sounds like somebody that wants attention and that threw her husband out on the chopping block. I don't care what anybody say. This ain't about them worrying about no damn mental health. This is worrying about people trying to be on top.
You see the Breakfast Club interview with like Gucci and Keisha?
Hold up. Here we go.
Stuff with him, and I'm not going to go through all of that now just because I don't deal with him. I've never advertised anything. People never knew about none of that stuff, and I placed him in hospitals. I've done various things, and nobody ever knew nothing about it. And when she sat there and said, oh, she wished that people would bring him up, well, talk about me, because you wouldn't have him if it wasn't for me. I went through tons of stuff.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I guess I don't know. She want to be with him. I don't know what.
But what the hell, boy?
But I ain't gonna lie. You know, she had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, when she first started talking about what she was talking about. But once she said I had him before you, yeah. Yeah, women are very territorial, man. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, I know what it is. Here we go.
With him, and I'm not going to go through all it.
For you, what was it like just trying to...
So this is a piece from the Breakfast Club. Shout out to YouTube. Free use, YouTube. Shout out to Breakfast Club. Y'all know y'all finna flag this, and I'm gonna have to dispute it. Please dispute it fast. Don't wait no 30 days like y'all try to do with the Dame Dash one, bro. Just let it go through. We already know. Y'all gotta clear it. Please clear it. Thanks, management. Here we go.
Protect the business that you got.
And shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Lauren, you know I like the way you look. I think you got a dude though, so let me watch what I say. But I don't like the short hair, bro. I'm just gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna say it, bro. You need to leave. Everybody like what they like, bro. I don't like the short hair on you, dog. Like I said, some people don't like when I grow my hair out. I'm growing my hair out, even with my little bald patches. I don't give a damn. But yeah. Yeah. I ain't with it. And I've been with a girl. Like I've been in a relationship with a girl, with a couple girls, and they cut their hair low. I'm talking about baldski, okay? Baldy. A 0.5. I've been with girls like that. It's just not. Nah, I ain't with it, bro. I ain't with it. I don't know. Here we go.
That's a built wow.
I have a system.
Personally.
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that.
And shout out to whoever made this comment, Verbally Reckless. She said, Gucci was a real drug addict when Deb was his manager. Did he ever sound drugged up to her then? All of a sudden, he's on drugs now? Ooh. Good point. Somebody else said these allegations are coming from those who benefited from his weakness at some point and can't no more because his wife is being a wife and covering him. I love that for Gucci. Yeah, I got mixed feelings, bro. I'm just like, the whole thing sound like a little bit like Handler to me, but I don't want to say it like I'm putting it out there. You need to leave. But the whole thing sound like Handler. Y'all seen what happened with Wendy. Y'all seen what happened with Ye. Here we go.
Because you're not going on Instagram. You're not going on Twitter. It's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife.
Oh, man, I go through an episode every goddamn day. I go through an episode every goddamn day because I be in my head pissed. I'll be like, damn, man, fuck these ninjas. Here we go.
And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it